Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on the Mindcrack server. Playing some 7 Days to Die. I am excited to continue working on the house here. What do we need? Alright, we need wood. First and foremost, we need wood. The zombies have been attacking quite heavily over here. I need to get some concrete mixed together to do something about that. So there's some burning guys over there. Feel the burn. So, in the last episode we were trying to do a little recap of what went on at the Extra Life event. I'm going to try to continue that, that story today. Let's just ignore those guys. So, and I talked a little bit about day 0, the first day of the event, and that's really where we left off. So I want to talk more about the other days, going into day 1, and we'll work on the house a bit while we do that. We need to get some more dirt to fill in over here, get everything leveled out. I've been thinking a lot about how I want to do all this, and I'm just not sure, man. It's hard to decide how to set all this up. Alright, what do we got here? What are these iron bars? I want to see how these look on the front of the house. See if that's even viable. Is there not a way to get them to go flush with the house? Huh. Apparently not. So are there slabs of some sort? Half block? Half a concrete block. Is that the only half block we got? Well, that kind of sucks. Shit. It doesn't suck shit, but it does suck, comma, shit. Shit. I did not anticipate this issue. Huh. Alright, well now I need some advice. I could do like a wedge, but that's gonna probably look weird, right? Like one of these. Let's craft one of these and just see. If I put that there, like that, and attach this to it, I guess it's better than nothing. Is that as far in as it goes? No, there's a second in. Huh. How did I get that second in just a second ago? Is it because of where I'm standing? Am I high? I swear it slid in a little bit further there, didn't it? Like, just like that, it's got the up and down there. Maybe it's... Okay, let's just deal with these really quick. Nice try. You were dead anyways, you damn bitch. It's weird how their animation's messed up. Get down. Stay down. Ow. 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 Going through quite a bit of these crossbow bolts. Let's just take all these bastards out. I got a guy back there. Didn't even mean to. So yeah, let's jump into day one of the Extra Life event. So as you guys know, we were there to play video games, and for it to be live streamed and everything. And I still think they got quite a bit of work to do on the live stream front of this whole charity thing. I would like to be more involved in the planning of the live stream stuff, because I feel like they could do just a better job with it in general. And I'm not trying to talk shit or say they do a bad job, but if anyone tuned into the whole event, it just wasn't polished like the Mindcrack Marathon was to some degree. Like, we knew exactly what content we were going to be streaming, when we were going to be streaming it, and there was a clear thing set up for the viewers to know as well. Oh, you bastard. Inventory just gets full so damn quick, man. Let's eat this. And they don't do a fantastic job of communicating it to us either, unfortunately. Just because I think they're trying to do too many things. They're trying to make sure that the kids get involved, which is perfect. It's great. I think that's one of the most important parts, is getting the kids involved, because that's what it's all about, is the kids, right? So they're bringing those in, and they're trying to make sure they're trying to do a couple things with the streamers too. They want to make sure that all of the community can be a part of this. So they open it up to where anyone can join in. Just pay a certain amount, and that money goes directly to Extra Life and to the charity. It covers some of the costs, but in the long run, the money's going to the same place as if you guys donate or whatever. And some of that's used for the big prize pool, which goes, it doesn't go to the streamer, even though there's a prize pool for the event. It goes to whatever hospital that streamer's playing for. Or not necessarily just streamers, also the people that have bought in. So they want those people to be involved, but they also want to make sure that the content that's going out is coming, for the most part, from these Twitch streamers or Mindcrackers or whatever, so that it's quote-unquote entertaining, so that makes sense. It's not a bad thing. And what's the point of having... Crap. Let's see here. I could put chain link. Always take iron pipes too. I could put chain link on the front. Let's make one of those. Which I ain't got nowhere for it to go. Some bitch. Let's put that in there. So what's this? I think this is gonna look stupid as all hell. Alright, let's try that. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so it can't just set up against the glass like that. Once I took that frame down, it just broke. Crap. Well, that didn't work. So I think it's still just a kind of a work in progress. They'll get there, but it's gonna take a little while to get everything worked out how everyone wants it. But they're definitely working on it. So, man, I'm disappointed here. I'm disappointed by a lot of things. I don't like, because this glass is just gonna get shattered. It takes one hit and it's just done for. Alright, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. If you know of some blocks I could use to attach these bars on the front, let me know, because I want to have some good windows, but it looks like I might be limited on what I can do there on that front. Alright, so anyways, was it 9 to the center? we need to start getting the storage going on in here. So, all right, let's commit. Oh, I can't commit to these blocks because I ain't got no. All right, let's. All right, let's think about this. We need to make some storage. I still don't have any wood, do I? Yeah, I need wood. Let's get some wood. So anyways, on day one, the way they had it set up, it was really supposed to go more than one day of gaming, which last year it was set up in a way that if you didn't do well on day one, you wouldn't end up being able to play on day two. And they said they were going to try to change that so that you could play on both days. Still didn't end up really working out that way. So it was pretty much a day one, you do well or you're gone. It's all single elimination. And originally, if you guys remember me talking about it, it was supposed to be a lot of these heavily, the high-end Twitch game. High-end? I don't know if that's the right word. It's definitely not the right word. The top stream Twitch games, basically, like League of Legends, Hearthstone, Dota, those type of things. And then in the meeting where everyone kind of talked about it, they were like, well, none of us play those games, so it's kind of weird. And so they basically agreed, all right, let's not do that. Let's do something else. So that's what we did. Something else. We ended up, it was 4 games. Lethal League. I want to set this up. Got six forges. I just need somewhere to throw my shit. What I'll do is just make a damn chest for now. I think against this wall would be alright. If I come in... Gosh. You guys are going to be so mad at me. I'm trying to figure this out on the fly. Alright, so for now, that'll do. Can throw these in here. I'll just throw... Oh, I want that back. I'll just throw lots of stuff in here for now. Okay. Let's get some more wood frames here. So we end up being Lethal League. If you're not familiar with what Lethal League is, when I talked about it in my vlogs, a lot of people were like confused. They thought I meant League of Legends. I do not mean League of Legends. I mean Lethal League. And I played Lethal League before. If you guys remember, there was this stream that happened. No, it wasn't a stream. There was this video that happened from Vancouver whenever Pause and Beef and I all went to Vancouver for an Extra Life event. While we were there for the Extra Life event, we also did some videos for Broadband, and one of them was this thing called Playtime that Broadband does. And what it is just basically any Broadband member will come into their offices there and play video games. And one of them was Lethal League. But it's not just playing video games. There's always like a little something added to it. And in this particular case, it was we do like a little trivia thing, and whichever one of us does the worst in said trivia thing has to eat a hot pepper and commentate while other people play a game. And the game was Lethal League. So these guys are gonna mostly wander by here. Looks like I'm going to be hunted by Bee's Face, but I could probably avoid the rest of them. One shot. And if you're not familiar with what Lethal League is, it's a fighting game, but it's not a normal fighting game. It's not like, just Street Fighter or any of those type of games. It's set up so that there's a ball, and when you damage another player, I think there's a crawler in there somewhere. You damage the other players by hitting them with the ball, and so when you hit the ball, the faster the ball gets, and eventually it's going to hit one player and it'll knock them out. It's kind of like Jump Kick in the regard that it's a one-hit kill kind of thing. He's way over there. So I'd played it once, basically. And I'm not trying to, before anyone says, oh, you're complaining because you weren't any good at these games. I'm not trying to complain at all. I knew that I wasn't going to be good at a lot of the games I'd already pre-selected, and then once it even changed, it was still games that I'd never really played, or played once or whatever. So it just wasn't, it wasn't something I was going to be great at, but it's still a lot of fun, and I'm not try hard either. So if I fail at something, that's no big deal for me. But I did do as best as I could. I didn't want to just throw in the towel or anything like that. So tried the best I could to perform as well as I could. But again, there's only so much you can do. All right, let's grab this block here. What I want to do is I want to have an open patio here. So let's go ahead and work this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's the center point. Let's verify that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit, right there's the center point. That's okay. We'll take a couple of these out here. So the first game I actually played, all the games were Lethal League, Keep Talking, No One Explodes, Needhog, and Speedrunners. The night before, there was a meeting that it wasn't really mandatory. It was just a meeting if you were around. Like 7 to 8, you can get into the next day. But if you were around, there was a meeting to talk about what was planned, and also if you were at the meeting, you could pick your Keep Talking and No One Explodes partner. Well, I had gone to Disney with wife and daughter because I figured I wouldn't get time to do that on the next couple of days. So I wanted to spend as much time as possible with them. And so I wasn't around. So I didn't pick my Keep Talking, No One Explodes partner. The next day, me and Packrat tried to join up, but it was too late. They'd already done a random drawing. So I was really worried because Packrat, he was one of the first people to play Keep Talking, and he got wrecked bad because the partner he got teamed up with had never played the game before. So Packrat thought, man, it might be easier for him to have the manual, because Packrat had never seen the manual himself, so at least Packrat knew the modules. Yeah, it did not go well for them. Him not ever playing before, Packrat was trying to explain it to him and stuff. There wasn't any practice time for him, and there they go. Plus, they hadn't really worked out. So they hadn't worked out how it was going to work, because originally this wasn't even one of the games we were going to be playing. So at first they were just like, well, just do the first challenge in the game, and whoever does best wins. But that's just so random that it just didn't work out at all. And they realized they could do free play and it would work out way better. So the subsequent rounds were all free play, 5 modules, 10 minutes. Whichever team either completes them all, or completes them all the fastest, or doesn't blow up and the other team does blow up, or whatever, wins. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and open this up just a bit more. But the guy I got paired up with, if you go to my Twitter, you can see his name. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I did follow him and I did retweet a bunch of the stuff. The guy I got paired up with, he had played it before. He said the last week his friend had convinced him to stream it some with him, and so he had played about an hour. And so he at least knew the game, to some degree, an hour's worth of experience. And I'd played it quite a bit, because I've known the developer, not know that I'm not like best friends with developers, but I've met with the developers a couple times at different PAXs, and I've been playing it on the Oculus Rift since before it even came out. So it was a game I'm familiar with, and I've done both the manuals and the other. He had only done the actual modules, so he wanted to do that, and I did the manual. And we were kicking ass. We did really well. I was really pleased with him. He was fantastic. He did get really, you guys want to call me nervous, he got really nervous there towards the end, and things just didn't work out. I just realized if I'm going to, I guess on this side I'm not going to put the dirt in like I have on the other side. Because if I do, it's gonna not. This porch idea is not. It's not gonna be a porch at all. You know. Okay. So on the sides here, we'll do another row, but I won't break into the house here for this other row. So I probably should do something here where I have like some iron bars or something. What this looks like. Yeah, I think that's the kind of fence we want. Just look at this wrought iron fence really quick. Is there like middle of the road option here for this? If there is, that'd be cool. There's not. But I still think I like that better than the other option. So we're gonna go with that. Let's see here. Let's make 10 of them. Keep thinking I hear something. Might just be in my head. Could also really be something. Just go with an old wood pole. So we did really well until the last round, and that is when things just didn't go well. There's a part of it called "Who's on First" is what it's called, and that's where we end up fouling. Chad was standing behind us and watching it, and before we started, my partner was just talking about how just nervous he was, and he was shaking, and he was just like, he really wanted to win. You know, I mean, we were all trying as hard as we could to do this thing, but I think he wanted to win more than a lot of us had even considered, because he'd won every game he'd played up until that point, for one thing. So he was already doing really well in the competition overall, so anyways, yeah, we get to the last round before the semifinals, and the who's on first, the way it works is there'll be a word in the top of a box, and then that word corresponds, and then whatever that word is, he tells me what that word is, and then I look at the manual, and in the manual, depending on the position, there'll be a list of words that I have to read from, and I just read down that list, and he's supposed to click on whichever word comes first as I read through that list. And a lot of them, several times we get dead. He just missed me saying one of the words, and so he clicked on a different word, and a later one in the list. And so yeah, that was pretty much that for us. We lost on right before we ran into the semifinals, unfortunately. So that was actually the game I did the best at, was keep talking. Got really lucky with him as a good partner, and we did the best that we could. Just realized this whole fence thing is going to get weird in the corners, isn't it? house full of damn people. I didn't have no damn party up in here. I was told not to have a party when my mom was out of town. Son of a bitch, man. I can't ever have inventory room, can I? Thought I smelled you. Oh, come on now, get down. He ain't dead. He might be dead. He ain't dead. He's got to set you on fire, and I really don't want to be set on fire. Man, look how many of them there are. Like, I don't need the shotgun to kill these guys, but I get tired of messing with them. That's why I normally run from zombies in my LP here, because I just don't want to waste the time killing them all. Man, look how much damage I did to that block. She ain't dead. She gonna get up. I heard you. Heard you tiptoeing behind me. You ain't a secret. So then the other ones, Nidhogg, that's a game where you. It was actually one of the games last year at Extra Life. Extra Life United, and it's like a little pixelated game where everyone has a lance, and you try to hit each other with the lance, and that's pretty much the first man to kill the other people wins in the end. So I actually did really good at that game last year. This year, they didn't have enough Xbox controllers, so you had to play with the damn keyboard. And not only do you have to play with the keyboard, both of you had to share the same keyboard. So, yeah. That was not fun. Sharing a keyboard was not cool. So that really sucked in that regard because, yeah, I thought I did decent at that game last year, and this year didn't really think I had a chance. The guy I was playing against also was really good at the game. He played it a lot. But he had also never played with a keyboard, so I did kind of have, not an advantage, but I had a chance, you know? Alright, let's look at something here. So if I put that there, then what happens? I can't place another one, right? Okay, can I? Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. So yeah, I got my ass handed to me in that game too. He went, you know, it was best 2 out of 3, and he won the first 2. And Speedrunners was the other game, the last of the games that there was to play. And you guys are familiar with Speedrunners. You've seen lots of the Mindcrackers played it. I've played it once at PAX East like 2 years ago or something like that at the Tiny Build booth. Paul was like, hey, check this out. And so I did. And that was it. That's the only time I've ever played that game. And yeah. That's a game that if you don't know the courses and you've never really played it, you're probably not going to do that hot. And the guy I was up against, Nebris actually made it into day 2 on Speedrunners because he was always up against people that had never played the game before. And so he ended up doing really well. Myself, the first guy I was up against, plays it all the time. And we did one practice round. He let me do a practice round so that I could at least like know how the controls work and stuff. Because I didn't know about the items, or I didn't know shit, man. I didn't know anything about this game really, other than you run really fast, and if you fall off the screen, you die. So we do a practice round. Oh shit, that should just fall, right? No, not gonna fall. Magic. Do a practice round. He kicks my ass, obviously, because you know, this is his game. Oh god. We do the first legit round. Of course, he wins yet again. And I was just like, dude, let's just call it here. I'm not gonna magically beat you. So we technically only did 1 out of 3, but nothing was ever gonna change in regard to that. I had no chance of beating this man in this game. It was his game, and I was not a contender. So that was it. I was out, and so come day 2, I didn't have anything to do. But at the end of day 1, my wife and daughter had gone off to Disney during the day, and when the day was over, we had, I forgot that last year the event ran over, and so I was a little bit worried after I realized. See, look at this. Look at this. This is my concern here. I wonder. Will that just sit there? I wonder how this looks. Does it ever go upside down? No, I don't think it does. If I could get it to go upside down here. But honestly, they're going to come up and they're going to... I've asked you guys what you think as far as what we should do here. But this might not be a bad solution. What happens here? Okay. Okay, that uses scrap iron to be repaired. It's got 250 hit points. That's not a lot. How many hit points do these have? 500. It's not a lot, but it keeps them from one hitting the glass at least, right? Does it make a vault door? Oh, it takes springs. 20 forged steel. I got that, at least. I don't think I have springs, though, unfortunately. I'm going to have to go break down some cars for that. Which I need springs anyways to make some consoles and those type of things, if I'm going to make those type of things. Which I think I'd found some springs early on, and yeah. I guess scrapped because I didn't have inventory room, unfortunately. So anyways, went to Disney. We had this character dinner thing to go to that night at like 7 something like that. So you get there, and I don't remember exactly what all we did. I think we rode some rides or something. I can't remember all the details. My daughter's really bad recently about the bathroom. Like, she doesn't wet herself or anything, but since we were at Disney, we had talked about it before we went there, and we were like, any time Mommy goes to the bathroom, you should try too. And she'd agreed, going into the whole thing. But then once we got there, shit changed. She didn't want to take a, it was frustrating because Crystal's already going to the bathroom. It's like, just go too and try, even if you don't need to go try. But she wouldn't, and so these mobs are coming quicker than I feel like they should be. Oh, what's the timer in between sets of mobs here? Someone tell me. Let me keep track. Let's just mow through these bastards with a shotgun. Oh, whoops, she was already dead. So at one point, Crystal would go in the bathroom, and she didn't want to go, and she finally comes out, and she finally goes, whatever, and she come back to get in the stroller, and she had said she had a tummy ache. We thought maybe she was we've been trying to give her water all day, but maybe she was dehydrated or something. Oh, 51. We did it. So she starts coughing, and then she just pukes. And my daughter's never been sick before. We've never had a sick child. So she's thrown up twice, but it was weird. It was like the first time she threw up, I think I've talked about this in a video. She'd gone, my wife's parents were in town, and they were staying in a hotel, because for whatever reason, her dad refuses to sleep here. Maybe he thinks we're going to have sex or something. I don't know. Okay, I gotta make sure I do this corner. Let's go ahead and do this one so I don't mess up. So anyways, my daughter had gone and stayed with them at the hotel, and during the night she woke up and threw up. And then she was fine. Fine the next day, whatever. They didn't even call us, and that kind of bothered me because that was the first time in her life she'd ever thrown up. I was like, it's gotta be scary for her. She should... Oh, what, there's a cop? What the fuck? What the fuck? The fuck is going on here, man? Hey, listen. Let's get the loot off of this guy. Hitting E. Okay. Well, he had shitty loot. Why was there a cop, man? What the hell's going on here? Why is there so many zombies in general? Fucking hell. Is this the zombie apocalypse? Hey, come here. Hey. Fuck, it's a damn horde day. It is almost nighttime. I probably should take my ass somewhere safe. So anyway, she got sick. We took her. So the moment she gets sick, Disney is everything's got to be super clean, right? So the janitors rush over with the wood chip shit that they pour on puke. Well, it was a very windy night, and they proceed to pour this stuff, right there while my daughter's still standing there, still getting sick even. And the wind just blows all this fucking wood right into my daughter's eyes. And she starts freaking out because she's got fucking wood in her eyes. And so I get pissed off, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? Why did you just do that? I was like, couldn't that have waited? And I was like, all right, where's first aid? We need an eye washing center. I'm going to get out of here before these guys start running. We need an eye washing center immediately to get the wood chips out of her eyes. It's like really fine wood powder, basically. You know what I mean? Oh, here she comes. Here you come. Come on. You look angry. You're dead. And so, yeah, I was pissed. And so the way Disney does it, they have fireworks at a certain time of night. So part of the park gets shut down because they don't want the fireworks and cinders and all that type of stuff, raining down on the patrons, which makes sense. But it wasn't. It was still before firework time. We had probably about 15 minutes before fireworks. So stuff was roped off, but the direction that you needed to go to get to the first aid center. There's only one first aid center in Magic Kingdom. I don't know why. There's only one first aid center in Magic Kingdom, and the way to get to it, the fastest way from where we were was through the roped off area. So I went up to one of the guys that was standing there by the roped off stuff, and I was like, we need through here. My daughter just got sick, and she now has wood chips in her eyes because your janitor threw wood chips in her eyes. And they were like, okay, well, you need to go around this way and, back to the front. And it's like, I was like, yeah, I know the way I'm supposed to go, but I need to escort it through this area because I need to get to first aid as quick as possible because there's an eye washing center there. And they're like, well, I'll have to call someone. And what I should have done, in hindsight, is I should have said, well, I guess you're going to need to call security because I'm going through here right now. And I should have just pushed through and went. In hindsight, that's what I would do if facing the situation a second time. They would have had to escort my ass out with security. But I didn't. We ended up going around the fucking way that, the only way that you could. We got her to the first aid center, which is basically a hospital. It really is. It's like an urgent care. They have most medical equipment you would expect to see inside one of these places in there. So we get her in there, and she does not want to let this doctor look in her eyes. We cleaned off her face and stuff. We changed her clothes, did all those type of things. She got sick again. Because at this point I ended up timing it, and she was getting sick every 38 minutes. It was like it was on a timer or something. Every 38 minutes, without fail, she would throw up again. And this went on for a while. But anyways, so we had this character dinner too, like I mentioned, and it's a thing where you had to kind of prepay, and it's $70 a person, and then 40 for the kids. So it was like $180, basically $200 after tax for this thing, where you just basically it's like a buffet. Ain't nothing special about it. It's a buffet, but then you get to eat with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. Which she's never got to meet Piglet. Like last year, Piglet never comes out to the little signing area. It's always Tigger and them, but never Piglet. So anyways, the doctor talks about, the reasons why she could have thrown up, which is all logical things. I mean, to me, it could be food poisoning, stomach virus, dehydration, that she drinks too much water, which we did not think was the case because we were giving her water on a regular basis. So finally had to like force her to let the doctors look in her eyes, which was, it just sucked, but it was what it was. Someone needed to look in her eyes to make sure there wasn't any damage in there, which everything looked all right. So, washed her eyes out and stuff, which again, she was just freaking the fuck out. I'm scared, I don't want to, So, after that, she says she's feeling fine, which I've had that happen before to me too. You get sick, you throw up, and then you feel great, and you're fine. And so we thought, well, maybe that's the case. Let's kind of sit here for a minute and see how things are going. It had been about 20 minutes since she'd last thrown up, and she'd thrown up twice, and she just said she was fine. So we're sitting outside for a bit and just kind of talking. They'd given her a single antacid, which to try to calm her stomach or whatever, and she didn't want to even eat that. She kept saying, I'm scared, and so I ate one of the two. There was like two a little pack, and so she was only eating one of them anyways. I was like, look, I'll eat one. Look, it's not a big deal. And so she finally ate that, and a few minutes later, again, 38 minutes on the clock, she threw up again, and at this point, it wasn't any more solids or anything. It was just like phlegm and stuff, and because she was like, I really want to go have dinner with Winnie the Pooh and stuff. And of course the kid's going to say that. So, we thought we'd just sit for a minute and see. And so when she thought that time, we're like, all right, we're going, sorry. And so we went around there to tell the lady at the thing, because again, there was supposedly no refunds or whatever. So we tell the lady, we can't do it. And so she says she'll schedule us for the next day, basically, if we call this number. So we did all that so that we hopefully didn't have to pay for it. And so then we go to leave, and as we're leaving, we get to the front of the park and go to turn in the stroller, and my daughter just got completely unresponsive. Like, I've never seen her. I mean, again, she's never been sick, so there's not a lot of context for us as parents. But she just she wouldn't respond to us, she wouldn't say anything, her eyes kept kind of like, they weren't like rolling in the back of her head, but it was almost like she was like about to pass out or something, like, I don't know, it freaked us both out, of course. And so we were right there at the front of the park, and so we basically grab one of the because it was right after the fireworks had gone off, and so everyone was kind of leaving the park, and it was just chaos trying to get anything done or go anywhere, do anything. So we grabbed one of the employees there at the front, and we basically said, we should see paramedics, because we just aren't sure what's going on with her, because she won't move, she won't talk, she won't do anything. I mean, we were getting really worried. And I'm gonna go outside, man. There ain't nothing going on in here. As long as dogs don't roll up on me, I should be fine. I really need to make that vault door. Let's go see if we have any springs. I don't think we do. You can't make springs, can you? Hope if you spelled it right. I don't think you can. Let's go check this forge really quick just to double verify. I don't have any calipers either. I'm really gonna need to do a looting run at some point here. So anyways, the paramedics come. This is like, fuck man, it's like 7 people. guy with a stretcher. And suddenly my daughter was super responsive. She flipped out. She went from not able to speak. Oh, I do have springs. Yay. Man, the click and drag is not working well for me today. Okay. Yeah, so she went from non-responsive at all to suddenly completely responsive. And, hey, how's it going, buddy? Here comes another. Oh shit, that's a cop. What's up with these cops today, man? There's his ass. But yeah, suddenly everything was great. She was responding, which is basically what we wanted to see. You know, I didn't want her to have to go to the hospital or anything like that, but I wanted her to not die either. You know, obviously. I'm sent, so I'm not hunted. I can't see very well at night. Obviously. So we waited because it had been a little while since she had puked, and we knew that it was probably coming again. She did her last puke at the park, and then we left. We went back to the hotel, and she proceeded. You know, she fell asleep on the way back, but then she woke up when we got back to the hotel, and she continued her cycle. She continued to throw up basically every 30-some minutes until 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock was the last time that she threw up, which was good. And so the next day, we got her some Pedialyte. Actually, that night I went out and got her some Pedialyte. And, you know, try to get her rehydrated, basically. I need more light, man. So the next day, she ate drank the Pedialyte, not ate it. Towards the afternoon, she said she was feeling great again, and so we were like, all right. And she wanted to go, because we had like a fast pass at Animal Kingdom to go ride the safari, which is basically you go on it's like a safari. You go on a truck thing, and along you go, kind of thing. So we okay, that didn't work at all. We went, and and she wanted to be part of the Lion Guard. Lion Guard's this new like spin-off of Lion King, so she really wanted to be a part of that, and so we went to do that, and you know, it's kind of silly. They're just kind of testing it out to see if it's even something people are interested in, but you coming in on me. Might just be in my head. You go around the park, and there's just these statues of the different characters in Lion Guard, and you go and take pictures with them, and then you go and turn that into Rafiki, which is like a person in a suit, and then you get to be a member of the Lion Guard. So we'd gone to try to do that, and we took a picture with one of the characters, and that was it. That's as far as we got. I feel like I'm mixing up days here, because we went and did the safari thing. She started feeling bad, and we left. And maybe that was all on the same day. Maybe we took one of the pictures. Oh, yeah, I think we did. As we were coming into the park, we took one of the pictures. No, I am messing this up. Because we went in one day. We did the safari thing. We were going to do the Lion Guard stuff. She started feeling bad, so we left. And then we came back another day. Again, she started feeling bad, so we left. It took us 3 days total to do the Lion Guard. And then here's the messed up part. You go in to turn the thing in, and the woman's like, Well, Rafiki doesn't actually look at your pictures. It's kind of the, honor system. It's like, man, are you kidding me? It took us fucking 3 days to complete that, and you're not even gonna look at it to verify we actually did it. We could have just lied. I mean, obviously, it's good to have all the pictures for my daughter later for her memory and stuff, but still, it was just like, fuck. Alright, we got a door in our house now. Moving up in the world. So anyway, she was sick for a couple of days. Missed a couple of days of the park. 2 days total, I guess, if you don't count the one where she got kind of sick, but then things, she spent most of her day there, but then she got sick. We eventually completed the things. You got to be part of the Lion Guard. We did the safari thing at Animal Kingdom. I really like Animal Kingdom. I still haven't got to go to Epcot though. I need to check out Epcot. Oh, that was a zombie. That's the door I just placed. Epcot's the only part of Disney I haven't ever seen at this point. So at some point I'll check out Epcot. Man, this has almost been an hour long. I'm just sitting here rambling. Well, guys, I'm going to end this here. I don't feel like I got a lot done. We got some stuff done, though. We got a porch on this house now, so that's something. We killed a bunch of zombies. What am I up to now? 460, man. I think I was at 400 when I started the day, or this episode even. So I think we killed 60 zombies in this episode. That's crazy, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed, as always. And let me know what you think here about the front of the house here. I don't know about this. I think if we add shutters to it, in fact, let's go ahead and craft 2 sets of shutters here, and let's just look at it. Actually, let's do 4, so we get the full-on effect. You know what? I just had a thought. I wonder if you can attach the iron bars on the shutters. I got zombies coming in on me again. Though this actually doesn't look bad now that I see it here. And I think it would even look better with maybe some of these under it. Honestly, that's not bad. If I should put one there or not. Probably not, right? Yeah, that's not bad. Let's just really quick hit for end this episode. That zombie I'm hearing is like, what to be seen. So, let's see how broken this game is. I have a feeling I can place iron bars on these, and they'll stay. Wait, why the fuck did that flip last second, you piece of shit? You motherfucker. I can do it. It's pretty ugly there. Let's be honest here. I don't think we want to keep that. You dead? Alright guys, well I hope you all have enjoyed. I'm gonna get rid of this block. That's not gonna stay. I think the wrought iron fence with the wood pole underneath it actually looks alright, so I think that's what we're gonna stick with. But let me know your thoughts on all of this. I appreciate you guys watching. There will be some more talk about Disney and stuff in the coming episodes because I'm going to recap all of that. And also Doc talked about Disney as a whole in his last episode, and him and I have very different opinions on that. So we'll talk about that some as well. Not that we're like arguing about it or anything, but just a different view of the corporation and capitalism in general. But anyways, I'll talk about that in another episode. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and leave a like if you like. I keep forgetting to mention it earlier on in the video. At this point, most people have already left. It was a whole hour. I didn't have time for that shit, dude. Anyways, thanks, guys. See you next time.